Hey there everyone, it's Anthony back with another video here on single and placing. Hi, hope you're having a fantastic day, weekday, weekend, week, month, evening, morning, overnight, all of that good stuff. I just wanted to do a little intro clip. It is Thursday, I think it's the 8th or 9th of November, and I've got a long weekend. I have today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday off for Veterans Day. So I'm going to do a little kind of weekend vlog, I think. We'll see how many clips I'm able to put together over the weekend. But I'm running some errands. I just dropped off a package at the UPS store, finally. And now I am going to pop into Ulta, see if I can find anything interesting in their skincare, body care wise, see if they have any sales going on. And then Sierra Trading Post is right next door, and I need another pair of like athletic kind of pants. It's been a long time since I've bought some, and I need a new pair. And sometimes they have some good dog stuff in there, so we're gonna pop into those stores, see what they have going on. And then when I get home, I'm probably going to do some chores, diamond paint a little bit, and then take Apollo on a walk. So I might bring you along with that. Otherwise, we'll see what tomorrow holds. But this is just a little intro weekend clip. I might go to Trader Joe's at some point this weekend. I've got some plans. So come along with me as we have a long weekend. All right, bye. Okie dokie. So we are all done with our little browsing around. So I stopped into Ulta and I found the brand The Ordinary has a new soothing skin barrier support serum that I've been eyeballing. And so I went ahead and snagged that. And then I went into Sierra Trading Post. This guy's walking right down the center of the parking lot, like without a care in the world. I stopped at Sierra Trading Post and I found some fish skin treats for Apollo. I almost always just shop for pet stuff there now. I didn't find any athletic pants that I was into. So I'm going to check again in a couple weeks, see what they have. And then I found some Stroop waffles on clearance. They weren't expired, so I snagged those. And then I snagged, what did I get? I got Stroop waffles. Oh, it's right here. Oh, I got a new body scrubby thing. The ones that I normally get are from Ulta, but they were sold out, so I got one from Sierra Trading Post. I got some compostable poop bags for Apollo, and then I found, it's supposed to be a deodorizing spray. He's not smelly, but I like when he smells good, so a lot of times those have like fragrance in them. So he has a summer one that's like berries or something. And I found one that is pumpkin spice, and it's got some other soothing stuff for his like skin and everything, but I mainly got it just because it smells like pumpkin spice. So now he has a summer scent and a fall winter scent. So I'm gonna go pumpkin spice my boy, and then we'll probably go on a little walk. I might diamond paint for a little bit before we leave though. So yeah, gonna go do that. I'll probably bring you along for the walk. So we'll see you in the next clip. Bye. Okie dokie. Hey there everyone, it's Anthony back with another video here on Apollo's Tangled in some brush / single and placing. Hi, I'm gonna put some gloves on while we chat. How are you all? I hope everyone's having a fantastic day, weekday, weekend, week, month, evening, morning, overnight, all of that good stuff. We are here at the Westminster Hills Dog Park. You know it well if you're familiar with our vlogs. It's been a little while since we've been out here, but we are here again. Just taking Apollo for a little walk, get some exercise. I don't know why I did that intro, because I'm most likely going to be linking this to another video. I recorded some vlog clips today while I was out running errands, went to the UPS store, went to Ulta, Sierra Trading Post, and then I came home, diamond painted for just a little bit before Apollo was like, okay, enough. You're on your 4-day weekend. That means it's time to play. or time to get outside. So here we are, getting our exercises in. Right, buddy? So yeah. This side. This side. Good boy. Hi. So yeah. Hope everything's going well with you. Don't forget to leave in the comments how things are going. This way. This way. So yeah, we're just out here gonna put a couple miles in. Let me turn my exercise counter on. Whoops. There we go. Outdoor walk. Okay. So yeah, we're just out here gonna put a couple miles in before I head back home and hunker down for the evening. Probably just diamond paint and relax. Yeah. So life stuff. Since the last time we did a vlog, it's been less than a week. I did that on Sunday. Today's Thursday. I think that vlog just went up yesterday. But yeah, not a ton going on. Work was a little hectic just because one of my coworkers went on vacation. Here, let me just let you off your leash, and then you can go do your thing. Okay. One of my coworkers went to the Bahamas, lucky her. So I'm covering for her, and there was quite a bit to do before I had my long weekend. So work was a little hectic, but nothing too, nothing that I couldn't keep up with for sure. Oh, look at Fast Dog. Oh my gosh. This way, Fast Dog. This way. Nothing that I couldn't keep up with. It was just busy. So yeah, I had that going on. And then other than that, just taking Apollo out. We started running more consistently, and we'll get to why. But yesterday we did almost 2 miles, and I ran a good portion of that. It felt really good, but I was super sore just with trying to exercise more in the evenings with him. Now that I'm not sick anymore, I've been sleeping a lot better too, just because I'm like ready to hit the hay. So it's kind of been boring routines in the evening, which is fine, but I literally get home, hang out for just a little bit, or if it's a work from home, log out, hang out for about 30 minutes, and then we're out. Like, out trying to exercise and work out because it gets dark so early. Get home, have some dinner, or even like a light snack or something if I'm not particularly hungry, and diamond paint for a while, and then it's straight to bed. So it's been a lot of early nights, getting my skincare routine done, just kind of finding a little bit more of a balance, but definitely it's kind of work, exercise, bed, work, exercise, bed. But that's okay. It's been nice. I did go out 2 nights ago, which was fun. I went, not anything crazy. I just went and had dinner with my buddy Joe and my roommate Jeff. We went to this Thai place in Golden, which I haven't been to in a while, and it was delicious. And so I'm like excited to move back to Golden because they have a lunch special, so I can go get that on my work from home days. And me and Joe just talked about moving arrangements, so he seems really excited. So that was good to see that he's like jazzed about the situation. So I'm looking forward to it. We typically hang out a decent amount, so we'll really get to kind of bond being roommates now. So that's exciting. Hi. Whoa, he's so fast. He's a fast boy. I thought I saw someone on the horizon. They might have churned. But yeah, I'm gonna leave him off and see what happens, I guess. We'll see. I've just noticed that when I leave him off and he wants to play with other dogs, he does not come back. So I just have to like keep walking. Come here, big boy. Yeah, hi. You're getting big. He's almost 90 pounds now, or right at 90. He's a big boy. And he's been eating a little bit more recently. I got him on, so the food that he gets now is from Origin. It's a nicer food. It's not as high end as that carnivore that I was feeding him, because that's baked, but it's still highly rated, and has a really high amount of protein. I think it's like 40% protein, which is like one of the highest you can find for a kibble. So he's on that, and then he has his, come here, come here, come here. Okay, easy. Stay, stay. Good boy. Yeah. So he has his New Zealand green-lipped mussel powder that he gets in his food for joint health. He gets a little sprinkling of powdered goat's milk. Just a little easier to keep than regular goat's milk. It doesn't churn as quickly, and it seems to be better on his stomach, the powdered form. Hold on. So he has the powdered goat's milk, and I only put a little sprinkle in there so he doesn't get like a ton, but just a little bit. And then he also gets sprouted seeds for digestion. And I've been doing this thing now at the supermarket. They have these big things of chicken drumsticks on sale for $5. It's 5 pounds for $5. It's like one of their specials. So I've been getting that and baking them. No seasoning, oil, anything, just baking them. And then breaking that up and shredding it. And then he gets a little bit of shredded chicken in his bowl. And then just depending, I rotate it, but he'll either get a chicken foot, a fermented chicken foot, once every few days, or he gets, hold on, come here, good boy, good boy. Hi. Good boy. Hi. Or he'll get some tripe. So that's a new thing, is New Zealand, I think it's beef tripe. It's supposed to be really good for dogs. I kind of researched it. So the dog pet store that we've been going to, they just started carrying it canned, and he loves that stuff. So I just mix it in with his food, and he scarfs down his food so fast. He loves the tripe. So that's his new thing. It's not cheap by any means, but it's like, I think $4 a can, and a can has been lasting us about 3 days. So, but he really, really loves it. It's supposed to be really good for their joint health and gut health. So hopefully that keeps him sprightly. And yeah, so we've been doing that, and then he loves jumping up on things and like scaling stuff. We call it sending it. He loves to send it. So we've been finding like high tables or little like barriers around the neighborhood where he can launch himself up. And some of them are like 5 feet tall, taller, and he's just an athletic dog, and he'll just launch himself right up onto them, and he just loves doing his sending. So he's been getting some good exercise recently, right? 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 So yeah, and just trying to keep up with the boy is kind of what my life is all about. Let's go. Let's go. But he seems to be an extra happy pup recently. I don't know if he's just maturing or his little personality's changing, but he is much more just like I don't know, he seems to be a lot more emoting, a lot of happiness. I don't know what it is. He cuddles. Well, when we used to sleep, he would, he'll sleep at the foot of the bed until he gets too hot, and then he sleeps on the floor. And now he gets into bed at night and he'll lay at the foot of the bed, and then when I get into bed, I'm like, come here, come here. And he gets his head right up on my shoulder. He gets all snuggled up like a little bean and all cuddly, which he never used to do. And so he's like extra super cuddly. And I leave the window open just a crack so we get a cool breeze. A little bit of coolness in the room, not freezing, but just a little bit to keep him cool, and he'll sleep there the whole night now. So that's very sweet. He likes his cuddles now, which is very cute. And yeah, just being extra lovey-dovey. I don't know what it is, but something changed. He's always been a lovable dog, but now he's a lot more cuddly. So I don't know. But anyway, so that's kind of how this week went. Just had dinner with friends and just diamond painted and hung out with Apollo. My roommate's girlfriend's out of town all week, so he's been home every night. So we've been watching a little bit of TV before I go into my diamond painting room and put an audiobook on. So that's been nice. And yeah, just kind of living life, doing day-to-day stuff, nothing too crazy. So yeah. And as far as diamond painting stuff goes, I mentioned it in the last vlog that I started a couple new projects. So as far as whips go, I have Sunset Crossing now is really the only one that doesn't have any drills on it. That's in my whips from Craftably. And then I have my 2 cross-stitch conversions, Moussenet Loud Moose and Darth Vader. I haven't worked on either of those. And then I have Woman in Gold from Diamond Dots. Haven't worked on that. And then I have the 2 that I am working on. I've got my mystery kit from Jaded Gem Shop. And then I've got City Dreams by Wes Reeder and Distracted by Diamonds. So City Dreams is a round. It's like 60 something by 90 something. And then my mystery kit is 70 by 90. And so I've got both of those going right now. I've been alternating, doing a section of each back and forth and back and forth. And this week I was actually able to get a whole row done on City Dreams, which is like 4 or 5 sections. And actually that's a lie. I have like 4 more colors to get done tonight. I'm almost done with the first row. And then my mystery kit, I'm done with the first column because I'm working on that sideways, just with the sizing on the table. Hi. And so I got that done yesterday, and that was awesome. I am loving, come here. When he looks back at me, I know that he wants to do that, so I gotta play into it. He likes to run back at me, make sure I'm still coming. But I'm really enjoying City Dreams. It's a round drill kit. I believe I'm sure they're acrylic rounds. So I am noticing some variation in drill size and shape, noticing a little bit more trash than I've been used to recently, but it's not at the detriment of the canvas. It's still coming together great. One thing that I did notice though is I don't think it's been rendered with any 310. So what I thought was supposed to be 310 it's been charted with 939, like that deep blue. So I found that to be interesting. The color scheme isn't quite the dark colors, like what I thought were blacks, aren't coming through as dark. They're more blue, but it's still working out just fine. But just something I noticed with that one. If I can remember, I'll stick a progress photo in here so you can see what I'm talking about. But holy moly, that mystery kit is fantastic. I don't forget, but it's a nice reminder of how amazing Jaded Gem Shops and Jade's quality is. And Jade, I consider her a friend, and you know, I'm all about lifting up small businesses and lifting up people that I've connected with. So I am biased, I will say that, as far as, you know, I want to lift her up, but I also would be completely honest, because I think that's, and we'll get to it, but I think that's important for business owners to have, is honest feedback so they can better themselves. Apollo, stay. Easy. Easy. Thank you. Hold on. Yeah, I think providing that honest feedback and not sugarcoating or brushing over stuff is really one of the main ways that shops have the opportunity to improve, is hearing that feedback. So even though I'll constantly lift up shops, I'm also going to be honest. And I think I might be a little bit more critical than I think some other content creators are. At least that's what I've been told, is I tend not to pull a lot of punches if I notice stuff. Like, for instance, Distracted by Diamonds, I love that shop. But I'm also not going to pretend that I prefer resin rounds over their acrylic rounds. It's just from experience, I find them just a little bit more inconsistent as far as like look and shape, but it's not keeping me from working on the canvas, and I still think it looks fine. So anyway, but those square drills from Jaded Gem Shop, if you haven't gotten a chance to use them, they are different. They are like physically different than any other shop I've worked on, including like the likes of Diamond Art Club. They're superior to Diamond Art Club squares, and that's just the honest truth. They're like thicker, like taller or chunkier, so when they click together, they just fit like beautifully. They never layer on top of each other like that. They just sit beautifully next to each other. Very minimal gapping. I was worried with the mystery kit being a white background that the gapping would be super apparent, but it's like, I can't even tell. Can't even tell that it's a mystery kit in the background. That's how tight these squares are. And not in the way that they're bunching or like popping, they're just perfectly fit to the drill field. It's an absolute joy to work on that kit. It's like every time I sit down and work on it, it's confettied to the gods, but I love it. And even when I'm having to like really confetti and checkerboard, that's usually when I see more gapping. I guess not necessarily checkerboard, but you know, when you're just placing those onesie twosie drills, sometimes they're twisted a little, but they all just line up at the end of the day. So I can't get enough. I was like, I'm gonna end up focusing too much on this instead of City Dreams, but I'm really trying to even my time and do one. So I just finished one column of the mystery kit, and now tonight I'll finish one row of City Dreams. So if I can keep up that pace through the winter, through November and December, of a row and a column on each kit each week, I might be able to get one or both of them done by early next year. We'll see. Got to keep this pace up though. But that's been a lot of fun. And it's so much fun on the mystery kit too, because it's a custom image, and I don't think anyone else has this image either in custom or in pre-packaged form. I think that's potentially the first time it's ever been done as a diamond painting. So that always adds a little bit of excitement to things. So I'm really looking forward to sharing my progress on that. I'll insert a progress photo. Hi, baby. What's the matter? Hi. Let's go. I'll insert a progress photo of that too. You're more than welcome to take guesses, but I'm not going to acknowledge if you get it right, because I want to reveal it as I'm working on it. So I'll say what the image is and everything when it's all done, but you're more than welcome to take guesses with that first column being finished. Some people might be good sleuthers and we'll be able to identify it. So yeah, I think I may have potentially in my progress photo put the title. Ooh, did I do that? Whoopsie. I might have to edit that. Now I'm curious. Because I'm like, was I paying attention to blocking out the title and stuff on my progress photo? Let's see. Instagram. Now I'm worried. Yeah, I did. Okay, so you can see what the title is. I might have to edit. Hey, let's go. Apollo, I don't want to do that. He's been doing this thing where he gets really jazzed like this, and he wants to like nip at me, like, let's chase. Like, I'm gonna play with him like that. And I'm like, I'm not playing with you like that. You just gotta run this out. But he gets tired of it eventually. But he just gets those spurts of like zoomies energy. He's like, "Ugh!" Right, buddy? Looks like we have someone coming up here in a minute. I have to clip him up. I should put his little light on too. It's gonna get pretty much pitch black by the time we get back to the car, so just heads up. Right, buddy? Come here. Easy. Stay. Okay, good boy. Hi. Say hi. Hi guys. Oh, come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. We'll take this road, the road less traveled. Come on. Good boy. Let me put your light on so I don't lose you. And do you have your air tag on? Yes, you do. Okay. So yeah, I might have to delete that post just because I was trying to save the surprise, and the title and artist are very clearly listed there. So I'm gonna probably have to delete that. And I've already, so my plan on Instagram is to do one section of each every day or whenever I complete a section. So since I'm already done with the row, I'm already several days ahead of schedule for Instagram, which is nice, but I need to go back in and edit those photos to remove the title and artist. There's only one up so far, so. So yeah, I want to keep it a little bit of a surprise, watch it come together, but it's looking fantastic. Yeah, I mean, and this will bring me to kind of one of the topics I wanted to cover today. But the other thing I wanted to say more about life stuff. So I'm just keeping this under my own little hat for now. I'll share it with you all, but like even friends and stuff, I haven't really been mentioning it because I don't want to like jinx it, and I don't know exactly what it means for me necessarily. What? Hi, baby. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Like, I don't know if this is going to be a long-term thing or a permanent thing, or if it was just to see thing. But another reason why I've been exercising a little bit more and sleeping better is, I think as of Saturday will be week 3 of not drinking. So I guess I'd consider myself like a moderate alcohol consumer, like not crazy, but more than just like the occasional. Like usually after work I'd have like a beer or two or a glass of wine or two, and then going out with friends on the weekends, and then if we go camping or have a party. So by the time you add all that together, it's like, wow, it's a pretty consistent daily drinker, you know, if you add it all up. And so I just was more curious than anything else, to see if not drinking anymore would help with my digestion. And like, you know, we've talked about me having stomach issues in the past. I was just feeling more consistently tired and just like kind of lethargic throughout the day. And I wanted to see if it would impact, you know, I tend to be an emotional person too, and can kind of swing from like, you know, having some really happy days to not so happy days. And so I want to get into talk therapy for sure, and all of that stuff. But I was like, what are the things that I do currently that might, you know, play a significant role into these things? And I've been a pretty moderate, you know, consistent drinker pretty much my entire adult life. So I really haven't ever like been intentionally like, okay, we're gonna have a dry month or something like that. So I was like, it's something that I've done since I was old enough to drink, and maybe some things will change, you know. And so of course I started watching YouTube videos of like what happens on week 1 of getting sober, and a lot of the YouTube channels I've been watching are they're coming from the point of view of people that are like super heavy, like daily binge drinkers that are in like actual recovery. And I certainly don't think I'm that person, you know. I'm not blackout drunk every night, lost my job, you know, anything like that, you know. And but it's still inspirational, and I think it's still valid information, and it just kind of was good encouragement, just learning about the, you know, the health impacts of like drinking consistently for that many years. And another reason too is like I've been focusing on my skin and like skincare, but I've noticed this time around that the topical products and stuff that I've been using, sure, they help, but they weren't as impactful as they have been in like when I was really into skincare, you know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And I was like, maybe it's just because I'm getting older, so that's why some of this stuff just isn't as helpful, and maybe I need like Botox and like the real, you know, the big guns, you know, the cleansers and the toners and the serums just aren't cutting it anymore. But I was like, why is the stuff that used to really work to clear up my acne or hydrate my skin still looks a little dull, extra dehydrated? And one huge factor in how your skin looks is alcohol consumption, because it is a diuretic. It can really dehydrate you, and your skin will reflect that. And I was like, you know what? Let's just see. Let me give this a shot. Apollo, come here. Apollo, hey, come here. Good boy, good boy, good boy. You don't need to chase him. So I was like, let's do it. Let's see what happens. It was also when we got back from Palisade, that trip to Palisade that I mentioned is kind of when we got back. That's when I was like, you know what? I think I want to take a break. So I did. And so it's been a few weeks, and I can say that the like kind of chronic stomach pains and aches that I was having off and on have definitely subsided. And I don't know if that's just placebo effect, but it's just what's happening right now. So those have improved. My energy levels have definitely improved, where, you know, I get a really good night's sleep and I wake up, you know, extra early in the morning and come here, take Apollo for a little morning walk before the day, you know, on days that I have to go into the office, and doing stuff like this more frequently, and now incorporating running a lot more this week into our routine. I noticed, as far as like sleep goes, that it ebbs and flows. Like I'll either get, so the first couple of weeks it was actually a little bit harder to go to bed, but now it's a lot easier, so we'll see. And I haven't noticed a huge change in my mood, but just in the interactions I've had with friends in the past couple, I'd say this past week and the week before, I haven't told anybody. I haven't told anybody at all that I'm a sober Sally right now. But maybe people are picking up on it because, like, went to Korean barbecue and everyone ordered a beer and I didn't. Come here. The other night at the Thai restaurant, Jeff and Joe ordered a beer and I had an Arnold Palmer. So maybe they're picking up on it. I'm not sure. Who knows? But what a couple people have commented on, like they were like, what's going on with you? Are you exercising? Are you working out? What's going on? Your face just looks a lot thinner. You just look thinner. And then when we went to the Thai restaurant, my energy levels have been up, so I'm just like a little bit more bubbly and bouncy. And Joe was like, someone has a pep in their step. And I was like, oh, like, I don't know. It's just like, it was cool to see that it is making some sort of impact, because there's certain days where I'm just like, I don't think it's really helping. But then to hear it from other people, like, your face is slimmed down and it's only been 3 weeks, you know, and I have noticed that, like, my face definitely looks less like, I don't know, I look less puffy, I guess, or I don't know what it is, but yeah, my face looks a little bit more slimmer, my jawline's a little bit more defined, energy and mood is seemingly improved. It's only been a few weeks, so we'll see. I'm gonna keep going with it. I've had a couple of nights, especially, like, I think this weekend's gonna be tough for me. I've had a couple of nights where I'm just like, I want to do that unwindy part of my routine that I'm used to, you know? And especially on the weekends, it's like, that's usually part of my routine, is like, go grab a 6-pack or, you know, grab some drinks with friends. And so it hasn't popped up enough where it's been like super bad, but it's something I do think about, like, oh, it'd be nice if. But then I think about the things just in the 3 weeks, the things that have improved, like my digestive issues have seemingly calmed down a little bit. I have been doing other stuff. I started taking a fiber supplement, and I've been doing some electrolyte drinks throughout the day just to make sure I'm like super hydrated. But more importantly, like, my skin really hasn't been breaking out recently. It looks a lot more, not more importantly, but something that's very, very physical and like aesthetic wise is just looking in the mirror every day and being like, damn, my skin looks good today. And like, the ingredients and products that I'm using now seem to like be helping, like, I can see the benefits. So it's almost like I've been using all these products, right? And pushing towards like getting really good, my skin back in good health. And then I'm drinking and they're just like playing this, you know, push and pull. And now I've removed that drinking part. So I feel like my skincare is just like, wee, like things are cruising now. So I'm like, I'm seeing some results, you know, and be them just like better looking skin or a slimmer face. And I think I've lost a few pounds. That's all great. So I just have to keep reminding myself of that. And like, I don't know. I don't know to what end, if it means that I just won't drink anymore, ever, or I'll just do it once in a while, but, you know, no alcohol. There's no okay amount of alcohol consumption. Like, the best amount of alcohol you can drink for health is 0. So it's like, I just don't know. We'll see what happens. Apollo, come here. Let me put my headlamp on, because people out here don't have lights and there's just strange shadowy figures in the distance. Stay with me, baby. I'm gonna put this on. Stay. Stay. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I hear you. Hold on. Easy. Stay. Good boy. Stay. I'm just going to clip you up until we see what we're dealing with. Hold on, everyone. So yeah, I don't know to what end. I don't know. It's weird. It's like alcohol is just one of those weird things where it's like it's not good for you, but it's just so like commonplace and almost expected that you drink in social situations that it's just like hard to even say, okay, well, that's it for me forever, because I just don't know. We'll see how Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's go, not only with family, but with friends. Like, especially our New Year's parties are usually pretty wild. So it's just like, I don't know if and it's not that I'm like trying to like hold myself off from drinking with friends. It's more of like, now I'm at this place where it's like, I know I don't need it to socialize, but I don't want to make it, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm just kind of taking it one day at a time. But yeah, and I'm not trying to commit to anything, because usually once I say something out loud, I'm like, I'm doing this thing, the self-sabotaging part of me really kicks into high gear, and it's like, well, now I'm punishing it. Now it feels like a punishment, or I've made it official, and now I don't know. I just don't want to put too much on it. I've just been very casual with myself about it. Anytime, you know, the couple of times that I'm like, oh, I could use a couple beers, I just think about like, but your skin's so nice, and you've lost some weight, and your stomach and digestion has improved. Let's keep that going. It's like, okay, another day, we'll see. And then another day. And now it's been 3 weeks. So 3 weeks isn't a long time. I have no goal in mind. I'm just, you know, every day that I can skip it is another tick in the, you know, in a good direction. So we'll see. I'm happy that I finally was just like, I need to do this, because I've spent pretty much my entire adult life in some sort of state of inflammation, it seems. And now I'm like, all right, let's see what life looks like when you're not incorporating that. And already in 3 weeks, I'm like, holy moly, this is quite nice. So we'll see how it goes. I have noticed that I've been more, I've never thought I had a sweet tooth. And I think that was just being fed by the sugars from alcohol. So now I'm like into cakes, and like, I've never really been into cake or like cookies and donuts and stuff. And now I'm just like, ooh, I could really go for some ice cream. When I was sick, I had this mint chocolate chip ice cream and my throat was sore, and I ate like so much of that ice cream while I was sick. I was like, oh, it tastes so good and it's cooling. So I've got to curb that somehow, the sweet tooth. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna keep plugging along and see how it goes. But yeah, so that's that. Okay, so rather than keeping you in pitch black, well, we might talk long enough to get all the way to the car and then some, but we're gonna get to kind of one of the topics that I wanted to bring up, is kind of circling back to diamond painting and quality and small shops and all that stuff. I saw this Instagram, I think it was a reel or if it was a post, that just kind of, it didn't rub me the wrong way. It was more of just like, what's going on? And I've been so disconnected from like content creators and small shops for the past like couple months. Pretty much since Summer with the Masters ended, I've kind of, just kind of gone dark a little bit as far as like the social aspect. So I don't know what's going out there in the world of diamond painting, if there's stuff happening, but I saw this post And it was from a small shop owner, and it's a small shop that I absolutely respect, and I've spent, you know, a decent amount of money there. I purchased a number of products from them, and nice people, seem great, no issues there. But essentially the post was really short, and the owner was like, we're a small shop, we're a small business, X number of people in our staff, it's all family. Don't compare us to larger shops. Do not compare us to Diamond Art Club. And it wasn't even really like any sort of like, there was no context behind it. I don't know like what the story is there, but essentially it was just like a warning to I don't know, customers or content creators, don't talk about Diamond Art Club and us together, because we're small, they're huge, it's not fair, you know, XYZ. So I kind of was like thinking about that, and I guess I kind of understand where that shop is coming from, but at the same point, I don't really agree at all. I think, at least for me, that's the nature of content creation and putting together reviews and stuff in this crafting space, is you're going to compare and contrast diamond paintings and products with other similar products. Like, you can't expect a normal customer or even a creator that's just getting started to know what your staff size is or what your sales are. They're just going to have two products next to each other, and they're naturally going to compare and contrast. You know, it's like, you know, giving people two hamburgers and not telling them that one of them's from like a major chain and one's from a little mom and pop shop, you know? So it's like, it's not necessarily about the size of the company or how many people are behind it. It's simply about the product. And that's what people are comparing. They're comparing the quality and the experience, and not the size of the company. That really doesn't play as big of a thing into it as you might think. Like, of course, their distribution and their reach might be a lot bigger, and how many customers and how much marketing they have behind them. But when it comes down to the canvas and the glue and the drills and the stuff that people actually care about, that's a lot more like, no matter the size of the business, you have control over what that's going to look like. You know, you have every opportunity to utilize a myriad of, you know, a bunch of different manufacturers, a bunch of different quality, and that's what people are going to be comparing and contrasting. And if anything, I think small businesses should encourage their customers and content creators to hold them up to the standard of something like a Diamond Art Club. You know, that's once again how you, hey, how you grow and develop and improve. And you should be striving for those next bars rather than telling people, you know, trying to silence people when they do offer up those contrasts and comparisons. Like, it's kind of, to me, a smart business owner would really embrace that, as opposed to rallying against that. But I see that a lot. And I know it's been a tough year for small shops, everybody. It's been tough for us, everyone personally too. You know, this was like really rough this year for me. But sometimes I see small shops when they are in those tough spots, or they're fighting for every sale, fighting for every dollar, rather than highlighting those things that do set them apart or make them unique, or bring, you know, add some value to the product they offer, they tend to go into like super strong defense and attack mode and try to rally their diehard customers or diehard friends or crafty friends around them. And it's kind of like people really easily get into this us versus them mentality. And from someone that doesn't play in that space, it's just not a good look. It's never a good look when people go down that route. And so this is kind of a bummer to see that. I think, you know, once again, rather than rather than shaming people for comparing small shops to quote unquote larger ones. And keep in mind, the Diamond Art Club team is not like, it's not like they have this giant office building somewhere with like hundreds of employees. They've got like one or two pixel artists and like one or two people on their marketing team. They've got the owners, and I'm pretty sure all their warehouse and distribution stuff is done third party. So it's like, it's not like they're Target, you know, with like, they're still a small, in the grand scheme of things, a small business. They just have a lot more marketing money behind them. So they're in your face a lot more. Oop. And they have partnerships with like larger retailers, but they're by no means a Wendy's. So it's like, okay, well, you might only have 2 or 3 people on your staff. They technically have like 7. So anyway, it's just weird. It's weird to me to try to forbid people from comparing and contrasting, because that's really what drives innovation. And it's like, maybe it's time for a little self-reflection. Maybe it's time to look at those things that people are saying you're missing the mark on as compared to Diamond Art Club, and see what you can do better. And what are those things that you do that Diamond Art Club or those larger shops don't do? Maybe you have a personal touch. Maybe you put together and curate really cool collections and gift boxes and stuff. Like, focus on those things, highlight those things, lift your own business up, you know? Show people what that experience looks like shopping from you, as opposed to those other shops that are a little bit more just like, here's your kit, there's no kisses and rainbows around it, you know, here it is, go. And when it comes to that quality, challenge your manufacturers, challenge your suppliers to provide as high of a quality product at the best price. Like, negotiate, get on those phones, get on those emails, and try to make some stuff happen so you are able to stand toe to toe with people that have, like Diamond Art Club has their own in-house manufacturing. And it's not impossible. You know, I just said that, you know, there's other small businesses. Jaded Gem Shop, I find the quality of that product to be superior to Diamond Art Club. I think it's better feeling canvas. The drills are better. Symbol clarity is better. The drill field's a little bit tighter. It all clicks together just fine. Like, they are better canvases, in my opinion, than a Diamond Art Club, which is already really good. So it's not out of the question for a small shop to meet or exceed some of these larger players. So it's like, there's give and take, you know. On the flip side, Jaded Gem Shop's also a pricier product because they don't have the scale that a larger shop does. So in my eyes, Jade is kind of like the no holds barred top of top, but you're gonna pay for that. And if you're a small shop that's like, no, we want to be more in line price wise to some of those bigger companies, maybe a little bit more premium, but we want to drive the price down, then your quality is going to reflect that, and you have to own that. So what else is it that you're providing to make up the difference there? But I don't think the answer is no one's allowed to, you know, mention us and a bigger shop. And it's like, you can't expect your customers to, and content creators to do that. Like, am I supposed to call around to all the other shops and be like, how many people do you have on your staff? Oh, 5? Okay, I guess I can't, you know, like, it doesn't make any sense. So I just saw that and I was just like, come on, like, we could have spent that exact amount of time talking about upcoming Black Friday sales, talking about upcoming releases, talking about an artist or something like that to really get people excited, rather than stirring up this drama nonsense. It just pains me to see that, because I see so much potential in a lot of these small shops, and I think a lot of them have a ton to offer. But when things are tough, the claws tend to come out a little bit, and it's just not a good look. So yeah, just something I was thinking about is, and don't, if you see that as a content creator or a customer, do not let that impact what you think you're allowed to talk about, or what you can and can't discuss when you're doing a review or sharing your opinion. There isn't anything that's off limits. You speak your truth. It's only going to help everybody else, and it's only going to help those shops. Don't let anybody tell you that because their shop is only this big or they only sell this much, you're not allowed to speak your opinion or give a comparison to another product that you've used. If you've only used one small shop kit and one Diamond Art Club, that's your only points of reference, then you speak on it. Like, don't let anybody silence that or gatekeep that. You spent your money, you're free to chat. that's how that transaction is supposed to work. I guess it did rub me the wrong way. And like I said, I love this shop. I've had nothing but good experiences, although I have one of their kits, I've never worked on it, but now I'm kind of like, if anything, it's encouraging me to kit it up and get started on it because I do have a critical eye, and it's like, now, if anything, I'm like, now I want to dive into this to see what it is. What are those deficiencies that they don't want people comparing them to other shops about? That's where my head goes of like, well, now I'm going to get my Nancy Drew hat on and figure this out. So, I don't know. And I've been watching Mindy's Diamond Moment. She's been doing a lot of sneak peeks for Francesca Studio Works. They just recently launched their pre-packaged diamond painting kits. And I am just from those unboxings, and the only reason I'll say that I may be doing an unboxing from Francesca Studio Works soon. So I was like, well, let me see what Mindy's got going on. I haven't been really watching a lot of diamond painting content. It is pitch black out here. I'm like, is there someone behind us? But I must say that the aesthetics of Francesca's products are really impressive. Like branded boxes, branded toolkits, branded plastic dust sleeves. Like everything looks so on point and like legit and well thought out. It's pretty incredible. So it's giving me like, it's that same level of care that I haven't purchased from Craftably in a while, but the Craftably kits had like the purple little sachet with all of the stuff, like your toolkit and everything in it. It looks similar to that as far as like how branded and well thought out it all looks. So I helped Francesca earlier in the year select some of the images along with Mindy and a few others. And so it's cool to start seeing some of those kits release, and the price points are really, really competitive given all of the care that seems to have been put in the packagings. I have yet to get my hands on a kit myself. It's on its way. And then I think once Mindy's done with all of her sneak peeks, then at least for me, I know that I'm free to do an unboxing, so I'll probably record that as soon as I get it. But I'm in this mindset of like, maybe you do need to start working on those kits from companies that you've never tried before, because it'll help add some perspective. And if there really is this mindset of you're not allowed to compare and contrast, I boldly raise my hand in defiance of that. And I'm like, now I'm going to start kitting up all these kits from shops I've never worked on before, just so I can do some whip and chats and start comparing and contrasting against big shops, small shops, all of that stuff. So yeah, I just don't have, it's the nature of consuming a product and using a product. That's kind of the whole core of why a lot of us content creators are around, is to do those reviews and comparisons and contrasts, regardless of the size of the company. And so it's like, now I'm just like, okay, maybe I need to lean back into that and just start working on kits from shops I've never used. Because for a while there, I was like, I'm just gonna focus on the shops that I know do me well, do good by me, and I really enjoy them. And it's like, well, I've got, stuff from the Creativity Squirrel that was sent to me. I've got stuff from, a couple shops. I still have my cross stitch from Francesca's Studio Works, so I think maybe that's what I'll probably maybe make a focus on next year, is just purchasing from, maybe making one purchase from shops I've never bought from before, start working them up and share some real-time opinions and contrast them against Craftibly, contrast them against Diamond Dots, Diamond Art Club. It does not matter. It's product is product, money is money. And I don't know. I don't know why that hit me like it did, but I was like, you don't get to tell me what I get to compare and contrast. I put my credit card information in, and so that's typically that's where our interaction ends. Anything else after that is I can light this canvas on fire in my backyard. I can do whatever I want with it. So you don't get to dictate, maybe it stings a little bit if someone is calling out something that you don't have control over, like, ooh, Diamond Art Club got this to me in XYZ days, but it took this long from this company. And, shipping from manufacturers can vary, but even that, it's like, you don't know if that customer knows your situation. You can't expect everybody to have followed your business. So you have to take that for what it is and try, if there's an opportunity to learn from that, to grow from that, to gain some perspective, you should really be embracing all of that feedback rather than saying you're not allowed to, or we forbid you from doing that. You're not going to be able to police that, and it's just not good business sense. So yeah, I will absolutely be comparing any and all shops to any and all shops. Like, I don't get it. But anyway, so it's been pitch black. We're back at the parking lot, and that'll be that. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value. There's a little, let me turn off my light. Off. Why aren't you offing? Apollo, is it broken? Is the light broken? Oh my God, hold on. Off. There we go. You can kind of see the lights of town. No stars. Okay, let's go. All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you might take some value out of it. Be honest with your reviews. Share your thoughts and feedback, no matter what shop it is or what you have to compare it to. It's just another data set. So embrace it. Don't fight it. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye. Come say bye. Come here. Come say bye. Say bye. Bye.